Hey, people injured here, 3v3, Argus Desert Gate, blue team. We have the multiple tournament winner veteran Dark Riku. I've put a lot of pressure on him now. Pretty good in this game, with an Apothecary support hero that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Let's see how good you are, Dark Riku. Alongside Old Python is a Mekboy, a teleporting hero that fights in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, has a bunch of orky gadgets. And rounding off the teams, Red-Rupee, fellow caster. Check out his channel on YouTube, also a streamer on twitch.tv/Red-Rupee, all one word. I'll put links in the description so you have no excuses. Playing a Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter. Goes all sneaky there. Red team, Don't Cry, is a Ravener alpha, a tunneling hero with great mobility, powerful offense and a bit of support, begins with a ranged weapon. Alongside, Kabanyaka is a plague champion, starts off in ranged combat with a damage over time bolt gun, can get melee weapons with strong utility and support. The Iron Warriors elite scheme, one of the coolest elite schemes I think. Rounding off the teams, Farnir with a Farseer, a support hero that fights in melee, some powerful buffs, control abilities and the like. Looking cool there, running with a sword. Tactical Marines behind some heavy cover. Apothecary staying away from all the Eldar pew pew. In range to throw his heal, and now he can join the combat against the Farseer, who gets a good special. Here come Heretics. They're going to Doom Blast. There it is. That would have suppressed those Tactical Marines, but they were already in retreat. 2v1 against Riku. And Orks are doubling the west side against the Tyranids. Saw some Spore Mines go off there. Didn't seem too much of a concern. Mekboy should maybe be tying up these Termagants, but here comes Sluggers to do it anyway. And they've just run off. Then the Mekboy just teleports beyond the wall, wanting to go for the VP. But here be some Chaos Space Marines. Goes for the garrison instead. Red team push all the way through on the east side and cap it up. Riku's got some Devastators on the way. Maybe some Purification Rites as well later on. Scouts getting into melee combat with the Plague Champion. The Plague Champion is so bad in melee that Dark Riku sent his scouts in there. Oh no, now he's got his Bile Spear, which actually gives him some melee damage. Look, 22 DPS now. And he elbowed that fella to death. What's he going to do though? Is he going to decap? No. Why is he moving so fast? That was weird. That was very sprightly for a Plague Champion there. Dark Riku is still under pressure on the east side. Devastators cause or force a retreat for the Banshees, and they noded up this power look. Might need to get a flame on these Tactical Marines. It's going to be double tax for Dark Riku with those Devastators. Big brawl kicking off towards the west, the southwest here. Tyranids using a tunnel to get in behind those Sluggers. Almost took him out. They got pretty low. Any war gear for the Kommando? Nope. Got the double shooters though, and big shooters on both. Gives you that suppression on demand with aiming. What's that? And, you know, more Daka, which is always good. They got Rangers up here now, Farnir, which is, you know, not annoying at all to be pinged from halfway across the map and knocked over. And they're being all sneaky. Looks like the attacks. Are they getting a flamer up for the generators? Are they just running after the Rangers? Are they going to drop a model on this shot? Nope, they must be pretty close to dropping model though. Devastator's trying to get that node. And here are some more Tactical Marines. Dark Riku's Apothecary going for the customized Stormbolter. Can use that to shut down a single model, such as an enemy hero. And looks like the mech got this VP perhaps. Heretics with the Aspiring Champion taking it back. There he is. West side. Might see some action. Here's Chaos Space Marines. Double Chaos Space Marines in fact. Red-Rupee needs to back off a bit and try to hold that power. And perhaps the Mekboy can get over there and help. Or run into those Heretics first. Finally they got the node down. Maybe they kept rebuilding it or something. So double tax alongside the customized Stormbolter Apothecary means you can stay back, get DPS in, and stay relatively safe. Well done. Kinetic Pulse into grenades there from the Rangers. As long as that Kinetic Pulse hits you, which I mean, as far as I know it can't miss, there's no way to avoid those grenades if you time it right. Banshees are on the prowl. There's the Warshout. Did not really have any anti-melee there. Where are the scouts? They don't have shotguns anyway. Devastators were not in place to protect the tactical marines, so they just ran off. I don't think they dropped a model. I don't think so. Termagants are dropping models though. Termagants wiped out there for Don't Cry. Got the Ravener brewed up at base healing. And I guess the Hormagaunts were wiped at some point too. Probably because of all this Dakar that's going on. Sluggers here from the... Oh, that's double sluggers for Python. Red-Rupee sluggers are back at base. We have level 2 Kommando, level 2 Mech who's down. Fighting those heretics, it looks like. Heretics which did survive with the Bile Spear Plague Champion. Awesome weapon. Slows down. And doesn't it? Yeah, it messes up your damage as well. Anything it touches, speed and damage down by 20%. Also, Billy's Discharge to really slow something down. And it's great for bashing gens. And it's got pretty good DPS too. Gets a revive on the Ravener. Howling Banshees with the aspect of fleetness, jumping over things when they don't even need to. Just walk around it, ladies. Showing off. 407 to 439. Lockdown for the red team again on the east side. Assault Marines now for Dark Riku. They are going full on tier 1 here. Farnir's most likely waiting for a tier 2 at the moment. So Dark Riku with this should be able to push through. Start to stabilize somewhat on the east side. Just running away here, Farnir, which is probably smart. Could have tried to get some grenades in, could have tried to deliver the Banshees with a kinetic pulse and maybe get a model or two, but how much would they have lost doing that? Now they just pull back and try to defend the power. I think that's smart. There's the power bash. Assault Marine's going to go in. They are. I thought they were going to hang back. Took a shot from the Rangers and back off again. What is this? It's Orks smacking on things, of course. Full power bash, I think, for those Raveners. Double Raveners there for Don't Cry. War Truck on the way for Old Python. Tier 2 for Red-Rupee. Tier 2 also for all of the red team players. And Riku, surprisingly, isn't that far behind, considering customized Stormbolter purchase, Devastators, and Assault Marines. I suppose the power expenditure wasn't that different because Farnir did get Rangers and upgrade them, and upgrade the Banshees, and upgrade both of the Dire Avengers with the aspects. Can they kill these Banshees here? Any war gear for you? No. So it wasn't that different power expenditure, and Dark Riku lost very few models, if any at all, whereas the Eldar have dropped some here and there. And now they're on the power. This is what Dark Riku does for you. If it was me, though, he'd have a flamer and the power would be done already. Rangers are fleeing. Farseer couldn't quite get a model. 363, 425, but now Tyranids are on retreat path and they are harassing this power again. This power has not been built up once in the entire game so far, and we're in tier 2. That's pretty crazy. Done a really good job, Farnir, locking that down. Really good job. Weird Boy's up for Red-Rupee, just hanging out by the natural power there. What is this? It's Chaos. First time they've been up here, I think. Riku is now surrounded on all sides. Gets rid of the heretics. Needs to be very careful with positioning. Here's the approach set up by Havocs, double CSM. Getting DPS on the Apothecary. He's going to need to heal himself or run. Has to run. And there's a Falcon. Full retreat from Riku. And there are... Okay, there aren't any melee units on the retreat path. And there aren't any grenades. So should get away okay. And here's the war truck from Rupee. Sorry, from Old Python. Oh, the Apothecary did go down. Raveners were able to finish him off. But should get revived from there, I think. Falcon, though, look at this. DPS on the rear armor of the war truck. Can damage vehicles quite well, the Falcon. Doesn't seem to be doing a lot, though. There we go. Now it's starting to get some damage on. That was a bit weird. War Truck gets away, was using the Cult of Speed right at the end there. Global ability of the Mekboy. They fully bashed the power. Got the VP back. Well played, the red team. We've got some blood letters now for Kabanyaka, which I'm sure means something in some other language. Is it Russian? Have they like anglicized a Russian word there or something? Yellow blood letters, which is pretty fun. Lots of DACA for the node, but you need to turn around. Red-Rupee Those guys phase out of resistance, but they can still be stunned. Look at that. Just about to ask, can you stun them when they're phased out? You can. You can't knock them over, and you can't damage them, but you can stun them, apparently. Because of reasons. Doom Blast on retreat, not sure that was worth it. It's so tempting though, when you see a retreating unit, it's just to Doom Blast them. But if you don't kill a model, it's completely wasted, because it'll just heal off any damage, and you kill the heretic. Dark Riku is now on the west side, with a sergeant on his tactical marines. So you might see Stone Guard veterans, perhaps. Some Nurgle worship. Bloodletters benefit greatly from worship, since they're a demon unit. These guys have power melee Hellblades as well, and they will make short work of marines if they can get on them. There's a lot of stuff here. That's Touch of Nurgle on the heretics too. Yeah, you need to run away from that. Touch of Nurgle is so dangerous as a global ability of the Plague Champion. We've got some Mark of Khorne Chaos Space Marines now. Are they both Mark of Khorne? They are. This is going to be awesome. 304 to 413. Double tank busters for Old Python. I guess that's for the Falcon, which is all the way on the east side right now. Touch of Nurgle still active. Now it's run out. But those scouts are not going to make it. They weren't upgraded, so it's not a massive loss for Riku. And we do have some Stone Guard veterans. Hellfire rounds are loaded in. And Bloodletters are light infantry in terms of their armour. Mark of Khorne CSM are in there. Those guys need to duck into the truck. Weird Boy can set things up with a Warp Vomit if he has the energy for it. And they do. You'll notice that Weird Boys have tons of energy. That's because their abilities are really expensive and they get energy back by being around other Orks that use the War, which is a cool little mechanic, I think. 271 said 413. Apothecary is down on the east side still. After I said it'll be easy to get him back. Wartrug I think is going to fall. Yep, Bloodletter's got it done on rear armour there. Can they get through for a power bash? Stick Bombers on the way for Red-Rupee. Tier 3 for Don't Cry. Venom Brood is up. Won't be doing a huge amount now. I guess it's going to be providing ranged synapse actually, but its Venom cannons won't be able to hit much until vehicles hit the field again. What is this? It's Devastators in the garrison. Can they target this Venom Brood now? Fire Discipline. Where's your Fire Discipline, Orcs? No, just dack at everything. Fine. Uh-oh, retreat path though. Sluggers are there. And more sluggers and lots of stuff. Did they kill anything? I didn't see any models fall over. Oh, there's a Termagant. I thought they were all going to pile in on the Venom Brood there. Maybe they were difficult to target in amongst all the other stuff. Mekboy trying to take back the VP. Here comes Farnir. Hasn't seen a lot of these Eldar for a little while. Banshees have their Exarch who gets those mirror power swords there. You see her all sneaky like. Sneaky thanks to the Rangers. Uh-oh. Mekboy's going to die super fast. Pounced on him with the Doombringer's Doom. Also have Rune Armor and Spirit Stone. She is ready to roll this Farseer. Goes back up to the east side. Going to be chased by a bunch of Orks. Just hit and run, you know. Havoc's here with the Mark of Khorne. Gives them a really good autocannon. Scary as hell autocannon. And yep, the CSM have their aspiring champions and stuff. Plague Champion still with just the Bile Spewer. Falcon there to support all that stuff of reinforcement. Can they push the east side here, the blue team? It's going to be tough. Maybe it's better to stay mid and go for that natural VP. Look at all the generators, the shields here. And that stops you building generators if the shields are around the power node. 134 to 413. They've got a hell of a lot of VPs to make up the blue team if they're going to get back into this. They have gone for the natural VP of red. Sluggers here getting a cap. Gonna meet lots of angry Khorne fellas though, and Bloodletters teleporting in. They got a decap though. They're retaking this side. Not sure what you fellas are shooting at. There you go, shoot at that thing. Assault Marines jumping in. Gonna get the Havocs out of here. In fact, they might kill him. They might bloody kill him. And they have. So Devastators and Havocs have a lesser form of melee resistance. That was like a year ago now. They have a 20% melee resistance rather than the full 40%. 1-to-1 cap here. You know, which meant they died pretty fast to those assault marines. They had their sergeant, right? Yeah. And what should be a pretty quick power bash of Stone Guard with their Vengeance Rounds, double tank busters. And there's the decap as well. Oh, there's a tunnel here from Don't Cry. We have the Synapse Aura for damage as well. 129 to 410. Capillary Tower going up. I think it'd take on both of these players, apparently. I mean, if they can target one thing with the triple Raveners buffed by the Ravener Alpha and the Venom Brood, that is scary damage. If they can target the Apothecary, that's what they should be doing, I think. Oh, but look at the Mekboy. Has other ideas with his custom force field. Making stuff fall over. Also takes reduced range damage. And knocks down enemy units. Yep. Oh, and it deals a little bit of damage. I don't think I realised that. Just basically can't melee him. Spore mines are dealt with. 129 to 386. What is this? It's a power bash. So much power bashing in this game. We do have a tier 3 Lictor though for Don't Cry. You see him there. Everyone on the red team is tier 3. Red-Rupee also goes tier 3. Stick Bombers lost a model. Here's the Weird Boy. On his way to level 2. There's some Daka. Knocking him over. Was that the shotgun? Oh, there's a shotgun knocking him over. Special shooter. Does have a innate chance to knock back. Falcon now has its shield, so it's even more difficult to deal with. Although tank busters are pretty good anti-vehicle units. Maybe they can get it done. Plague Champion now with his Plague Fist and Armor of Pestilence. So he is tough, slow, and can hit you pretty hard. Also, Pestilence Strike is awesome. Mekboy, got yourself in a corner, buddy. Oh, he's got his force field, he's alright. 129 to 328. Rangers decapping the VP there. Blue team still holding the east side for now, and they got red team's natural capped. They have a single right now. Mekboy goes down to the Raveners. Daka for the Heretics. And another power bash, this time for the red team on the east side. So they're not going to hold it for long, the blue team here. They're kind of coming out of base right now. Tier 3 for Riku and Old Python now. Tank Buster Barrage. Doesn't hit the Falcon. That would have done insane amounts of damage. 2 barrages. Apothecary has to retreat. Got the improved medical equipment for more energy regen. Goes down though. So much range DPS here. Just so much. It's a good Merciless. Can they get onto the Venom Brood there, those Assault Marines? And here comes Sluggers too. The tier 3 Lictor doesn't want to fight. Double Sluggers in melee. Fully upgraded. You would get torn apart. Has to run. Oh wow, they're going to get a Falcon, I think. Does not have the Melter Bomb though, the Assault Marines. They're getting one. Not sure if it's going to get here in time. Shield goes back up. Oh, missed the opportunity there. But it's so low. If they only had their Melter. They're going to get it. I don't know how close they need to be. Does it tell me? Does not tell me. Deals 200 damage. Melter damage though, which doesn't do full to vehicles. I think it's 75%. 129 to 275. Merciless, and then they need to flee, I think, yeah. I mean, these aren't melee Raveners, but there's 3 of them. They're going to hurt you. What's this? It's Banshees out of infiltration, that's terrifying. And Doom on the Assault Marines, and chop, chop, chop. Got 2 models. Unlucky not to get the kill. That was a really cool play. Using the webway there to get the infiltration. Farseer webways can infiltrate you. Maybe it was a hollow field, but I think it was a webway. Stone Guard veterans, and we have a plasma gun too. Very effective versus heavy and super heavy infantry, such as the Chaos stuff. Also, the Venom Brood will be heavy infantry. Extra damage versus heroes too. What is this? It's power bashing, of course. 123 to 262. Got a D cannon for Farnir. We have a looted tank for Red-Rupee. And there's a Noxious Cloud from Kabanyaka. doing some work, but the Orks are staying in there trying to get their kills. And they did some good work there. I don't think they got a squad wipe, no, but they killed a bunch of Marines. Killed a bunch of Marines. The sluggers were scary. They level 2, and level 3. I like the looted tanks. Good tank. Especially when you get that upgrade for the big boom shot and the extra health. 850 health after that. D cannon is covering the entire eastern side pretty much. Good luck approaching. Especially since Singularity will be available to use. There's a webway over here, but these tank busters can't see it. 91 to 262, running out of time, the blue team. Getting on the VP though. Mekboy's level 3, doesn't try to get the cap. Maybe they should. Maybe they should. Going for this wreck point here. And they'll just bash that node quickly. So we have a 1-to-1 cap. Falcon is back to full, level 2 with the shield. And a Land Raider Phobos on the way for Kabanyaka. But here we have a Nob squad for Old Python. And if they can get that custom force field, sorry, the super tough beam to support them with, they become a real force. And they'll be potentially supported by an Apothecary if he wasn't down. Really powerful unit if you upgrade them fully. They do become insanely expensive though when you do that, and they rely quite a lot on you having red for their frenzy. 85 to 262. Some very brave assault marines jumping in there to kick things off. Banshees are right there, and there's the Doom as well. They could not stick around, but that means the Doom is not going to go on the knobs. This is a massive fight. Oh, the gravity blade didn't seem to lift anything up. That's a Singularity, I think. We have a Neuro Thrope up. Singularity hit nothing. Blue team are standing firm and are pushing through. Nob squad, even without upgrades, I think made a big difference there. Oh, they do have their frenzy. Their Mina and Green are up. Well done by the blue team. Can they keep this momentum up though? That was a Cataclysm from the Neurothrope. Here's the Land Raider Phobos. Another looted tank from Red-Rupee did well as well. There it is. Nob squad took a lot of damage. There's a Paroxysm, which is really bad news for these Marines. From the Neurothrope, there's percentage-based damage per second, which does extra to heavy and super heavy. They got rid of it. They almost killed it, in fact. Almost killed it. So close. 46 to 262. Single cap, though, for the red team. They got blue team's natural. I think blue team are going to get a 2-to-1. Those double sluggers are still pretty menacing, you know. And another looted tank is going to hit the field. Dark Riku has so much requisition. Must be saving for a Land Raider Redeemer. They've lost... have they even lost a Marine yet? They've lost an Assault Marine or two, I think. Yeah, there's one missing there. They've lost so few units, they just have tons of requisition floating around. Big tank buster barrage that was well placed. Uh-oh, grenades in retreat path though. And a Tyranid formation. Perfectly timed to hit that guy, didn't kill him. Oh, a Rocks. Oh, it's slightly misplaced. Those guys were already moving. That's unfortunate. I'm not sure who dropped that. I think that's Red-Rupee. Needed to wait for them to settle and like start firing, I think. Apothecary gets back to his feet, but for how long? Don't think it's going to be for very long. Oh, they let him go. No, they didn't. He's down. Blue team are got a single, and they're going for that natural VP of the red team. 35 to 235. An avatar of Kane on the field for Farnir, who's done really well in this game. Falcon has gone down though. Where's that second looted tank? There it is. Pestilent Strike goes up from the Plague Champion, who also got the Icon of Nurgle. Oh, Mega Rumbler. Trying to get his Mega Rumbler. Goes down, trying to get it. We do have a rocket launcher Kommando though. That could put some work on that Land Raider Phobos. Plague Champion might die over there. We'll do some work for sure, especially with the Icon of Nurgle. There's a time field, there's a tank buster barrage, another big fight brewing over here. Nob squad are going after it. They still don't have their Nob leader though. Dirgecaster stops them in their tracks. Now the Avatar taking damage, but survives. Are the Nob squad going to go in here? They are. Scared off some Venom Brood. There's a Paroxysm, though it also slows you down a bit, Paroxysm. Taking a lot of damage, having to pop their Frenzy just to get through it, which gives them 75% damage resistance and suppression immunity. Look how much damage they're soaking up, but they need to run. Those Raveners are pumping out DPS like crazy. There's so much damage. Where's the Ravener Alpha? Is he in there? He is. Doesn't have his Corrosive Devourer too, which is a really powerful weapon. So could be doing even more. The Stern Guard, they thought about going for a decap. Down to 24 VPs, the blue team. Holding on. Here's a looted tank now for Old Python and Dark Riku with a Land Raid Redeemer on the way. Some sluggers for Red-Rupee to help him repair this stuff. Mekboy can repair, but he's busy dying. Over here. Farseer hits level 6. Apothecary getting some shots in, but needs to run away because those Raveners will tear him apart if they start shooting. Okay, they've scared him off. Bunch of Orks showing up, scared him off. That was a Cataclysm there. What's going on in the mid? I see the looted tank still. Paroxysm, Cataclysm, Time Field. This is a lot of stuff for these Orks to deal with. And they are dying a lot. Did he just throw them away for... I don't think so. Why did they not get retreated there? Maybe they've given up. Down to 18 VPs. Assault Marines jump in for the cap. But that's another Cataclysm, I think. Is it? No. It's a drop pod, which does knock things over. With Raveners inside. How are they still decapping? Oh, there's still one fella there. Look. Close enough to decap. There's the 1-to-1. Red team might now try to push through the mid. Weird Boy is still alive, done really well. Going for the Warp Head late game. These guys been upgraded now? Yeah, they have. Oh, that guy has. He's got his reinforced plating, but not the other guy. That's level 2. I say guy, I mean tank. Those are D-cannon shots going in there. And that's... Is that an Eldritch? No, that's a Singularity. Gonna be nasty. Big chunk of health off the Apothecary there. Tanks need to keep moving. This is Old Python's tank. I mean, Farnir has lost some stuff. And they have the 2-to-1 on 10 VPs. Have a lot of ground to make up still, though. Fire Prism on the way now for Farnir. Land Raid Redeemer has gone where? It's gone to the east side. They can all set it as a retreat point now and retreat back to it. Looks like that's what the Assault Marines are doing right now. Nob squad go for the decap. Being knocked over a bit, but they're still there for the decap. And there is a Foot of Gork. Great place for it. Made those guys back off. Did the Nob squad die? Yes, the Nob squad died. And I don't think they got the decap. Big loss there for Old Python. Just misjudged that. I thought they'd be able to get a decap. And the Red-Rupee loses sight of his Weird Boy for a second. It's enough to get shot to pieces. Apothecary gets a revive and can't get out of there. Kommando doesn't know he's revived and goes down. Could see a Laraman's Blessing to get them both back onto the field. And, oh, he might want to use a nuke, though. They might want to use a nuke. They don't have the population to get anything else up. East side is blue for now. Lictor is being sneaky, but there's too much stuff there for him to try and decap. Mega Rumbler. I'm not sure why it's being used here. To destroy the garrison? I don't know, it's weird. Red-Rupee down to 3 units. Oh, potentially down to 2 units. Looted tank has 9 hit points. It's not going to make it out. Down it goes. Fire Prism got the last shot there. And they're on the VP. 10 to 131. Awesome barrage. Stone Guard veterans turning and getting shots in with their Hellfire. But there's the time field. Shuts down their weapons. Red-Rupee's got some shooter boys on the way now. Just trying to get something out on the field to help contest these points. Red team, I think they have enough here to cap it. Maybe. And there's also a lot of Daka here. And there's a knockdown, knocks them off the cap. And Red-Rupee, Dark Riku even, resets the cap. Avatar might get close enough for a Wailing Doom. I mean, I don't know how they can cap with the Avatar here, because Wailing Doom stops it, right? Old Terminators now for Dark Riku. Losing units though, left and right. The Stone Guard and the Tactical Marines have fallen. Weren't they over here? What happened? The Stone Guard were here. There they were. I guess something shot them to death. Blue team get their natural back. There's the 2-1. They're still in this game. There's the barrage. Decent hit, but not enough of them. There's another Mega Rumbler. Not sure it's been worthwhile so far. We do have some Chaos Terminators on the field too. Redeemer's up watching the east side. Chaos Terminator's going for the autocannon. I'd thought they'd go for the claws, you know. Maybe they just think there's too much firepower around. Not sure what Don't Cry is saying. Something 5. Something 5 something. Got them down to 100 VPs. Red team just can't push through. Red-Rupee now has some flash kits. Plenty of requisition. Almost enough for a rocks as well. 100 VPs away. 100 red away, I should say. Stick bombers getting into trouble. They're going to die, and they do die. Those were old pythons. Got the armor of the Pestilent Strike. Plague Champion able to get the decap easily. And probably a cap too. 10 to 84, 1-1. Don't know how blue team are holding on this long. Chaos Terminators push forward a bit to create some space. Marco Korn CSM in there. Doing some good play there to hold them up. What is this? This is some scouts running into an avatar. They forgot to get their elite training to infiltrate. More flash kits for Red-Rupee. Tank Buster Barrage hits the heretics quite well, but can't quite hit the Land Raider. Down to 3 VPs. Can the Plague Champion finish this off with the cap hit? I think they're going to. They're also all over the east side. Land Raider's almost down. Red Land Raider's down, and there's the 2-1, and there is the game for the Reds. Awesome 3v3 at a level 5 Apothecary. Level 4 Mech. I think Super Tough Beam would have been really good for those knobs. Level 7 Kommando. Level 7 Ravener did have the Corrosive Devourer at the end. Also, the Hardened Carapace. Level 7 Plague Champion did grandfather Nurgle proud with his Icon of Nurgle and his Armor of Pestilence and his Plague Fist. And a level 10 Farseer. Such a strong start from Farnir on this side. And kept it up. When they lost units, they recovered quickly. Look at this Avatar double fire prisms at the end. Had Terminators on both sides. Flash kits, knobs at some point. Awesome stuff. Down to 84 VPs. I don't know how they held on that long. The Phobos did really well too. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.